everyone, I'm Kayla.
And I'm Lauren.
And this is Stitching with My Littlie Flosstube number 29. If you are new to our channel, welcome. We are a channel mainly about cross stitch. Pretty much cross stitch, to be fair. You may see the odd maybe diamond painting from time to time or something else, but it's generally cross stitch. So we hope you like what you see. And yeah, if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. We really do appreciate you coming back and spending some time with us. So yeah, today we've got some fully finishes.
Yeah, finally.
Which we haven't had for a while, but we've got some fully finishes. New starts, whips, haul, all the things.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to get started. But first of all, we're going to do a little tiny bit of life update first, because you're going to notice it, and anybody on our Instagram page is going to see it anyway. So
this happened.
So yeah, Lauren is in plaster.
Yeah.
So do you want to tell all our lovely viewers what you did?
Yeah.
Lauren?
So some people might know that I do horse riding. So we were just you weren't feeling very well, so my granddad took me horse riding, and I had a really nice ride, apart from the fact that the radio was on full blast because the workers were working there, and Toby, the horse I ride, spooked at the radio and like jumped to the side, so I fell off and landed on my wrist like that.
So yeah, so she basically put her hand down to stop her from falling.
Yeah.
And she's broken the bone.
Buckle.
Yeah, so she's got a buckle fracture. So it's just coming up here.
But it's not in pain anymore. Like, it's just itchy. That's all.
Yeah. So I wasn't very well, which I'll touch a little bit on afterwards. So my dad took her, and I got this phone call while I'm in bed saying that she'd done this to her wrist, and it was painful, and I
Very
said
swollen.
Yeah, and I said, oh okay, well let's see how you get on. I thought, I really don't need this today, like today is not the day. And then she sent me a few WhatsApp videos of the swelling and things, and I just thought, oh god. So when she came home, we sort of monitored it a bit, and then eventually decided Mum's got to get better quickly and take her to A&E. So that's where we ended up, didn't we? So she had a plaster on that night, and then the next day we went up to the fracture clinic at the hospital. So yeah, she's got this on for 4 weeks, so you've got another 2.5 weeks left.
Yeah.
But this plaster cast that she's got on, I can remove myself. She doesn't need to go back and be checked. So it's basically half soft, half hard cast, so the bottom of it is hard, so the bit that runs sort of through here is hard, and then on the top they've already sort of split it.
Ignore the writing on it, that's just my friends and family.
So they've sort of split it already and then wrapped. This part is hard but soft, if you get what I mean. It's not like a proper so in a couple of weeks' time, I will just literally be able to cut through where it is, take it off, and
so
she will be fine.
After that's taken off, I can't ride for like another month, but I think I'm going to get on and walk anyway. Because I've got to let it strengthen, but it's already feeling good because I can like pick up things now without it like dropping.
Yeah.
But never mind.
But she has still been stitching because, like what happened when
Should I get it out? Oh, it's over there now.
Yeah, like what happened when I had my dog bite and had my arm out of action for a long time, and Lauren helped me.
You've got a picture with the stand though, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been helping her. So we have a stand, which actually you're quite enjoying using the stand, aren't you?
I think I'm a quicker stitcher with it, so...
So she's using the stand, and I am threading her needle, just like she used to do for me.
Yeah.
And so she's still got a lot to show, haven't you, in the last 2 weeks. So yeah, we are going to get on and show you. So we have some fully finishes first. So do you want to start showing yours?
Okay, so first is Nessie Claus by Lola Crow Cross Stitch.
Yeah.
So here's what it looks like. I decided to finish it in a hoop. It's actually really small and it fit perfectly, so that was good. It's stitched on 14 count black Ada, which I'm pretty sure is the called for.
It might have been. I'm not too sure, to be honest.
So there we go. And then on the back, there's a piece of green felt, a 2024 charm, and a little Santa with a hat on. So yeah, I really like it now. So there we go. That's my first one.
Yeah.
I didn't decide to put a bow on the hoop because I thought it looks pretty good anyway without it. So there we go. Are you gonna go now?
Okay. So I'll show my first fully finished. So mine is, so this is a Be Kind. It was originally a bookmark that I was sent by a company, a Ukrainian company, which I think is called Povitrulia. I'm not exactly sure. I think it's Povitrulia handmade, I think it was, but they do a lot of bookmarks and different things. So this came as a kit for me, as a bookmark, but I decided that actually I quite just liked it to be finished so I could display it. So that's what I've done. So I finished it. So Be Kind, and I because it was meant to be a bookmark, didn't have a lot of spare fabric on the side, so I've just just frayed the edges a little bit, and then just backed it on some flowery sort of fabric. And then this is just a board that I got from a shop in the UK called The Works. So it's just a display board which was about £2, and I've just painted it.
You painted it black, didn't you?
Yeah, and then I found some scrapbook paper that we've got in the house which is bee themed, so I just stuck that on the top. These I got from the Temu, I think, and we've used these before, so that's just stuck on there. And then it's some bee fabric to make the bow. There's a little bee charm on there as well.
Very bee themed.
Yeah, and then I just stuck on the back is the 2024 charm down there. So yeah, that's my first one. So that is Be Kind. There we go.
Do you want me to go again?
Yeah, you can go next.
So let's stick with the bee themed.
Okay, bee themed.
So this is my second one. This is literally just called Bees by Pinker and Pumpkin. And
so that one's a freebie chart, isn't it? As is most of her chart. Well, her charts are free charts anyway. We've talked about that quite a bit previously, but yeah, they're all on her blog spot. So
I decided I wanted something a bit different with my pillow because I've never had a pillow like this before. So you did this style for me. So it's like, it's a small piece, but it's turned into a long pillow, basically.
Yeah.
So it's got a yellow ribbon with like black, I'm not sure what that's called.
Rack.
Yeah. Then it's got a white bow which was already pre-made.
Yeah.
Then we put like a little pastel yellow button on there, and then that fabric, which is like vines and stuff. It's really cool. And then on the back, it's the same fabric with a white felt, a bee charm, and 2024. So I really like this one. I think this is my favourite one out of all of them that we've...
Yeah, it did come out quite well, that one.
Yeah, it did. So I'm going to, after this video, I'm going to put it up in my room on my little display because it's summertime. Well, it doesn't look like it.
No.
It's very miserable.
Very miserable, yeah. Okay, so my next one is Summer House, and this is from Brooks Books Publishing. So this is a freebie chart as well on her page. I've done another one. Spring,
I think you did.
Have I done the spring as well?
Yeah, I think so.
So I've got 2 more of these to do. So they come in like the house for all seasons, or seasonal houses, or something like that they're called. So you get all 4 of them, but they're really cute. You can stitch them all together because originally these trees, where they're sort of halved here, the other half of them is the other house, so you can do them as like a line of houses, and that's what I was going to do originally, but then I decided that actually I quite like them going up seasonally. I quite like doing the seasonal type things, so this one I've just done as a really simple, just mounted it on some vine fabric. Is this the same one that
I
you've
think
got?
mine is a bit darker, like I think
Mine's like a
yellow.
creamer, so it's a similar sort of flowery viney fabric, and then all I've done is just put a pre-made little bow on there, and I had like a little butterfly charm, so I thought that would be quite nice to go on there. So that's the summer house, and then the back I've just got some felt to tidy up the back of it. And this one was done in 2022. Oh, sorry. And I've got no charms left for that, so currently I've just put a bit of sticker on the back with when it was finished. So yeah, that's another freebie lot by Brooks Books Publishing, so
yeah,
go and check some of hers. So she's got quite a few on there as well.
Okay, I'll do my last one then.
Okay.
So this is from the series, well, the book, what's it called? Prairie School and Noah's Ark 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've done a few of them already, but I managed to finish off.
Isn't it called something like 2x2 or something?
Yeah,
I don't think it's
so.
called Noah's Ark. I think it's Prairie School of 2x2, and there's
Yeah.
book 1 and book 2, so there's 2.
Well, I think I've actually finished book 2 now.
Do you think?
I think so. I think I've got like the book 1 is probably my favourite because it's got the boat and like the lions and the giraffes and elephants and stuff.
You need to get some more fabric for that though, don't you?
Yeah.
I think.
But the issue with this fabric is it's really hard, and we tried washing it, haven't we?
Yeah, it's a stiff fabric, but it's an ivory or a cream, so we can just get that in any one. We don't need to keep the same.
But yeah, so that's fully finished, and I'm having like a display when it's all done of all of them together, so that'll be really nice. And then the back, not all of the fabric are the same because some of the fat quarters have run out.
Yeah.
So this is just like a neutral with a green felt because it goes with like all the trees and stuff. 2024 charm, and then a Made with Love one, which the charms never focus on here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so it's really good. And we stuff all of our pillows with stuff in, don't we?
Yeah, like fibre fill type thing.
So that's all my fully finishes.
Okay, and I've got one more, which was birthday jam sal, which was originally hosted by me.
That is really green on camera.
That is really green. By me and Maggie. That actually looks a luminous green. It's not that fluorescent. So yeah, this was the this is Mouse's Strawberry Jam, which me and Maggie, who is Home on the Ridge on Instagram. She's not on Flosstube yet.
Hopefully soon.
Both have birthdays in April, so we chose this one to do for a stitch along, and Lauren is still doing hers. She's got a whip, and a few other people, Joy from Carolina Stitches, Alison azfamilyzoo. There's a few other people who have finished and some who are still doing it. So that is the hashtag birthday jam sal if you are doing this pattern and want to take part, or there is still going on over there. So yeah, so I finished it, so I decided I was going to fully finish it like this, so it's another flat fold type thing. So I just mounted it on some mount board and laced it at the back, and then I've stuck it onto another piece of mount board which has got some fabric excuse me, just a red sort of patterned fabric, and then again something just simple. I just
the bow matches the jar lid.
Yeah, we had a little gingham bow which was given, a little packet of bows was given to us by somebody. I'm not sure, so I'm not gonna try and figure out who it is, but we had a few little bows, so I got a little gingham one which I thought matched perfectly with the lid of the jam jar, and then a little Made with Love charm on
and
there.
there was also like little penguin, but you
There
cut it
was.
off.
I have cut it off, and I haven't decided whether I'm just going to display it on an easel or whether I'm going to put... I've got lots of ribbon and cordon and stuff like that, so I might do that as well. But I just painted... Again, this was another wooden board from the works, so it was a little bit more... It was probably about £3, something like that, but I just painted it green. Again, it does not look this
No, it looks weird.
fluorescent. It's a lot darker, so it's not even showing that, but it is a darker sort of green.
Maybe go like close.
Which I thought would be quite
Yeah.
good to pull up the vines and stuff on there.
It's not.
So anyway, there's that, and then I just stuck the little 2024 charm on the back again. So yeah, that
That's all our
is
finishes.
our fully finishes. Yeah, we're going to move on to finishes. But okay, so we are going to move on to our finishes now. So our FOs, finished objects. So do you want to go on to yours? Okay.
So I've only got one, but I managed to finish my May calendar out by Emma Congdon. Yeah.
You talk about it in the whole.
So I don't actually know where I was last time, but I think I didn't. I don't know if I finished off the border. I don't know, but anyways.
I think you had part of the border done because you
And
did
the
sort
lilac
of one.
block probably.
Yeah, and then I think you've done the rest of the border, the sunshine and the picnic, and then
Yeah.
I did the
Back stitch.
back stitch on there for you.
Yeah, so the two blocks, the sunshine and the picnic, was a bit of like different because it was like colour changes.
Yeah.
Like the picnic was a lot of colour changes. Well, only 3, but
It's like a gingham effect though, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like so it's done on, these are done on, all of them are done on
Yeah.
14 count white Ada, using
threads.
some colours are
Yeah.
called for, others are just ones that we've chosen from Stash that are as
but they're
close
all
to.
DMC.
Yeah, and we both use the same colours for.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's your
Yeah.
May calendar style, which is by Emma Congdon, which is a freebie chart in the Cross Stitcher magazine. So it's a stitch along in there this year.
These are cute, but I'm not really like, because I like when I first did like the January and February one, I could do the back stitch by myself, but now they're getting more difficult. It's a bit annoying because I can't do the back stitch.
Excuse me. Yeah, the back stitch and the main piece, there is some
Yeah.
quite tricky in the middle of stitches and stuff. So yeah,
never
so I'm
mind.
ending up doing 2 lots of back stitch, and I don't particularly like doing the first lot on those. So
But they're
so although
cute.
they are cute, yeah. So we're into our June ones now, which
And I
is
think we're
halfway
going to be
through.
able to keep up with it. Well, I am anyway, I think.
Yeah, I think we're nearly there. So, I have one finished object, which is On the Beach by Little Loops Stitching. And this is one that we had on our first retreat. So it was part of the package, part of the pack that we had.
But you can buy it now anyway, can't you?
You can buy it on Little Loops website.
Which is the old barn.
Sorry, I just completely went off Red's up because every time I say Little Loops, she says that I say Little Loops.
Yeah, you do.
So I'm really conscious of how I say it now, which is why I just put myself off then. So it's on her website, Little Loops,
Yeah.
his website.
Well, it's the old barn.
No, it is still Little Loops website.
Oh.
It's just that she also goes under Old Barn Stitching Co as well now. So yeah, this was one that we got in the retreat, the summer retreat 2023, which was the first retreat that we went on, and we purchased one of the retreat bags, and this was one of her exclusives. So it was a full kit with everything in it for finishing, fabric and everything. So I managed to actually get it done, which was one of my plans from the last 2 weeks, was to actually get it finished, and I have got it finished. So that is my finish. So I really like it. It's on just a yellow mottled, which I'm assuming is like a hand-dyed fabric. And yeah, those flip-flops are no joke.
Yeah, I've done one of them on mine.
They're actually a lot more stitching than you think they are. And
yeah, it's like full coverage.
yeah, it's a lot more stitching, but it's very cute. And then, so I've done the back stitch as well. So we've got some little sprinkles, and we call them sprinkles over here. Hundreds and thousands, whatever you want to call them. On the ice cream, there's just the wings on the seagull, and then the pips in the watermelon.
And the shells.
Seeds. And yeah, the shells have got the long stitch in there. And then the border was quite a bit of colour changing as well. So that took a bit longer than... But I do like the effect it is, and I'm pleased. Now, I was hoping to get this one fully finished as well this time, but we've just completely run out of time with being ill and stuff.
I think it's like... I was going to help you with the fully finished, but obviously I couldn't, so that wasn't...
Yeah,
took more
it's
time.
just... but we got 6 fully finishes done this time, so that's not bad, but... When the next lot of finish is going to be, I do not know, but I do have 3 summer things that I want framed from previous ones, and now I've got this one, so I would like to get them up during the summer period. Would be nice.
Hopefully. I think we need to make a start on fully finishing our calendars as well, otherwise you're going to have like 25 or 24.
We need to make a start on finishing the calendars, otherwise you are going to have 24 to finish. I do like that, don't you?
Yeah.
So yeah, this
sewing machines scare me, so I'm not using them.
Well, sewing machines used to scare me until I started doing this, and then I had to, otherwise we would really have a massive box of finishing. The needle minder came in that kit as well. And then, so... The finishing items are...
Has Rachel, the Talking Dog Stitcher, finished?
Yeah, she has.
Finished?
Yes, she has. Yeah, Rachel, Talking Dog Stitcher. So she's finished hers, but she's done it without the border on it. She decided not to do the border, and then she, straight away, because she was finishing some other things, fully finished it. So the backing fabric is this one. So that's for the backing, and then there's some pom-pom trim to go around the outside, which I don't get on very well normally with the bigger pom-pom trim, but we'll give it a go.
When I do mine, which no plans in the future, but when I do mine, I'm going to
You have started it.
Yeah, I'm going to do the border like in a variegated, I think, because I don't really like colour changes that much.
So yeah. That one is on the beach by... Good job, my back's not that bad.
By Little Lose.
What she said.
Yeah.
And it is on her website, along with some other really lovely designs. So go over and look at Sammy's webpage. Sammy is...
I have another one of her patterns. The woman from Hocus Pocus, I forgot her name.
Winifred.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I've got Wednesday as well. One of the part of the Goth Girls range that she had got. So yeah, they are all of our finishes. So we've got new starts. Well, we've both got 2 new starts, but we can only show one because the other one is an exchange piece for the retreat.
Oh yeah.
That we are going to at the end of July, so the Big Stitch event, which is held over in Rotherham again, but it is a much bigger scale event. If you haven't heard, and I'm sure you all have, but if you haven't, Sammy, who is
Little Loops,
and some other 3 or 4 other people, can't remember the names, Caroline I think,
Jacob, is it?
Jacob is coming, but there's 4 people who are actually doing it. I think Andrea is involved as well. There's 4 people. And it is, the Big Stitch event. So me and Lauren are going for both days. We are staying over again at the Holiday Inn hotel that we stayed in for the retreats that we normally go to. So we're staying there, and then we'll drive to the Magna Arena, I think it's called, or Science Place. So it is on a much bigger scale with a lot more designers, and
some people are coming from America, aren't they?
Well, I think there's some coming. There's some coming from all over Europe as well, and things. So that'd be nice.
It'd be big.
But yeah, if you are going to the Big Stitch event for 1 day or 2 days or anything else, let us know, because we would love to. This, although we've been to the retreats, this seems to be on a much bigger scale, so it's a bit more nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous.
We're a bit like,
Yeah. Even though there's no need to be, because when we get in there, it's just like...
Yeah, there is no need to be, but I think when you're used to, like, we only go, for people who go to a lot of retreats all over the country, I suppose it's a different type of, but we've only ever been to 2, and that isn't the same place, so we sort of know.
With most of the same people. Really.
Yeah, there's a few of the same people anyway, but we sort of know what we're doing, where we're going, what things need, whereas this is completely different, isn't it? And it's a massive scale, so, but we are looking forward to it, aren't we? So yeah, after all that waffling that I've just done like that, you can find more information about it on the Big Stitch event. There is a Facebook page and also a website, so go and have a look up there. But that's why, so we're doing an exchange piece for that, so until we have actually done it, and it has been received, we will not be showing pictures of that. So we have 1 new start each, so Lauren can show you her new start. Okay. Well, actually, it's the same new start, so we may as well just show it together again. So we have now started the June calendar cell. So this is what June is going to look like. So we have a hot air balloon, then we have strawberries, tennis, and lemonade.
Is that even stitches?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So yeah, that is the June calendar cell. So we both have started this one. So we may as well show it you together because it is exactly the same.
Have you got more progress in it? No.
No, we've done exactly the same progress.
So it just looks the same, basically.
So...
Oh god, the white's very bright.
Let's just put them both on there.
So it's the one with the be kind.
Oh yeah, just to confuse you, I put them on the
let's
complete opposite side, so I'm gonna... Not that it really matters, but... You can always... Lauren's got a hoop mark in here. So this is what they look like. So, again, that back stitch was no joke.
But now that you've done the back stitch on both, I feel like it's going to go quick.
Yeah, so now we just get on with what we need to stitch. Again, like I've said, as always, 14 count white Ada for both. A mixture of DMC and called for and stitched from Stash. So...
Well, I'm already looking forward to the July one because I think that one's got a seashell on it.
Oh, okay.
Or is that the August? Maybe it's...
I think it's an ice cream next, isn't it?
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
It's an ice cream. So yeah, needle minders, this one is one from Zoe's Gifts and Crafts, and this one is one that we made, isn't it? Out of a...
Yeah, like a pin.
So it was a pin out of a pack of
from Home
pins.
It was from.
And we've changed it into a needle minder. So that is our new start. So that is the June calendar cell. Again, the information, they're freebie charts by Emma Congdon in Cross Stitcher magazine, which we have a Readly subscription, Readly magazine subscription. So we just screenshot the pages and print them off. So, okay, so next up we are on whips, so works in progress. So do you want to start with yours? We've got the same, we've both got what, 3 each. So
so
let's start on that one.
First I picked up my Leaves Collect Gnome, I think it's called. Yeah, by Sodastitch. Or Sodastitcher, which one is it?
Stitch. She would have to ask me when I've got a mouthful of coffee, wouldn't she?
So this is part of the Gnomes Everywhere sale.
Oh, look at her, well done.
I know, it's there now. I didn't do a lot this because this is one of the first ones I did testing out how to stitch with this. So it's not a lot, but it's more stitches and
also, no, I actually think the issue was that we are sharing some of the actual gnomes pretty much a similar colours, and I've got most of the colours in my Gnome of Oz or my birthday gnome. So a lot of them I didn't have with me upstairs, and when we're upstairs and in our stitchy spot we can't be bothered to move unless we absolutely have to. So Lauren was finding something she did have in her own stash.
Yeah.
And so you went onto the leaves, didn't you?
Yeah, so I did them 2 leaves. There is another one, but I didn't have time because it was already like 10:30 by the time that I finished stitching.
Yeah, so these 2 leaves here is what she's done.
Yeah, and it's really nice colours, to be honest.
They are really nice bright autumn colours, aren't they?
So I'm really enjoying this one at the moment, and much more than my October one that I did. But that's finished now.
I think it's just the fabric.
Yeah.
I think the fabric was...
And it's because I messed up in the opal, so that made me a bit...
Yeah, but it wasn't that big a deal. You made it more of a deal than it needed to be. When you got over it, you were fine.
Yeah, but also this has only got 1 piece of backstitch, which is his smile, so that's going to be really easy.
So this is done on a 14 count Ada, which was a patterned one from Zoe's Gifts and Crafts. It was from one of her mystery, either a 5 Friday or 10 Tuesday packs that I got, and it actually does work perfectly on this one. So,
but I've
got
using
this the called for.
Yeah, and I've got this on Pattern Keeper, so it's better for me, I think, because I prefer Pattern Keeper now. But yeah, so that is my first whip.
Oh, and her your
my
needle minder. Does it say just hanging with my gnomies?
Yeah, because I haven't got a gnome needle minder, so I thought I'd best get one. So I got that at the retreat.
From Michelle?
Yeah.
Stitch Mania stash, that one is. So that is your first one. There you go. Okay, so the first one of my whips, I pulled out my stitching shelves. And I have... So this one is by Galliana Cross Stitch Designs. I've talked about this many times before.
Do you want to say about the mess?
Yes, I'm going to. So Galliana is no longer designing patterns, but they are being sold through a company called Historische Stickmuster, which is a German company, I believe. But you can buy the patterns, or some of them are being sold as kits with threads and things, so you can still get all the patterns that I showed you over on there, because I've got majority of her patterns anyway. So this I inserted into Pattern Keeper, and I started with the what I thought was the middle point through my Pattern Keeper. Now obviously, rookie error, I should have double checked the pattern with
Never trust
the paper pattern to make sure that it was actually the middle point, and it is not the middle point. It is slightly off, and I can't remember how many stitches I said it was off by now.
Like
but
30 something, I think it was.
It's not massively off, but it was enough for me to go, oh god, I need to double check that this is going to fit.
I thought that was the back then, because your needle
No, my needle minder came off, so I'm just using it. So this is where I have got up to. So like I said, I put in 513 stitches on this one, so I worked on all of this and the slight bit of the sewing box. So this is being stitched on 14 count Ada in a cream, using DMC 4215, which is a variegated thread. So I'm working in this middle section. So I'm on this part. Now my Pattern Keeper has pointed this to be the centre point. So I'm obviously off. It's got to be in this bit here. So I'm not massively off, and I have left, I think it might have been a 3-inch border this time.
Yeah, I think you left extra.
Because obviously I had this problem with the house where Lauren was freaking over my house at Christmas wasn't enough. So I do think I'm going to have enough after counting it to be able to frame it as well. So yeah, notes to myself, always double check with the paper pattern, because sometimes Pattern Keeper is not always showing the middle point. And I'm not quite sure why, but I won't be doing that again, because if I'd done that many stitches that would have annoyed me. So yeah, that is to say, but I do really enjoy it. I'm liking it. I love these patterns because they are so easy to just get out and stitch when you've got, especially at the beginning. I stitched this when Lauren was just in cast, so when she was needing to do lots of changes of colour and stuff, I didn't need to have to do any of that.
That's
so it
probably
actually
why you
worked
messed
out.
up.
No, I don't, because I started that way before that.
Oh,
This is my bag which Maggie very kindly donated for me, and it is from justcrossingstitches.com.
I'm not sure where my bag's from, but if you could put in the comments, Maggie, because I really want to like look at their bags and stuff.
And also we'd like to promote them, because they're really well made bags actually.
Because mine doesn't have a label on mine. Does it?
No. Okay.
You'll see that soon.
Off you go. Go on to your second whip.
So this is one of my big whips. I've actually put it in a proper project bag now because I feel like it wasn't having the love that it needs. It was just in the thing that I bought in, which is like a paper seal thing. Not paper. I'm not sure what it was. But, you know, I thought best give it some love. That stuff's money, don't mind that. So, this is, I don't know the name.
I know it.
What?
Crackers about cheese.
Oh yeah, let me find the cover photo. Is it? Yeah.
By Bothy Threads.
Yeah. So this is what it's going to look like when it is done. And I'm really liking this one now. I fell out of love with it and then I got back into it, then I fell out again, but now I really like it. So, yeah, I'm going to show it.
So this is what it looks like.
And I know there's like 2 stains, but you're going to have to excuse that. One of them is going to get covered, not sure about the other one.
So, what did you do?
So I did the spots down here and I also did some yellow, but you can't really tell how much I've done because the yellow all looks the same really.
But there will be a picture
of
where you were last time on it.
So now I've got like a strip going down here or this way, I'm not sure which way. And that's literally just filling. So.
Yeah, what's nice about this Bothy Threads one is that there are lots of blocks of colour.
Yeah.
So
this is it.
So you've got the slightly darker area now, haven't you?
Yeah, so here, this big strip down here, so where that dark bit is coming up is what I'm going to work on next. Because that's just like big blocks. So that will actually you'll be able to see a lot of progress when I do
she's
that.
got her love back for it now.
Yeah,
so
about time.
You'll be seeing this a bit more often. But
I've got my eye on another Bothy Threads, which is the Shire Horse one, obviously.
Yeah.
Which I don't want to wait till this is finished because that's going to be years. So I might have 2 on the go.
Which, weren't we watching Arlene's whip parade?
Yeah.
Arlene Wild, who is stitching in the Fens, has her whip parades up. So she has 5 parts to her whip parades.
Yeah, we watched all of them.
We have watched all of them. And she's got a very big range of, from samplers through to full coverage to Chris Dunn's to Bothy Threads kits to
Everything,
I don't know, literally everything you can imagine she has got. And she was saying that she got a lot of her Bothy Threads from Cross and Craft, I think it was.
Yeah.
So we obviously had to go and over have a look, and that's where Lauren spotted the Shire horse, or the horse one. So that's on her.
There was also some really cute birds called Chirpy and stuff, wasn't there? They were cute.
Oh, they weren't Bothy Threads ones, though.
No.
They were heritage ones.
So they were cute. So she's enabled us.
Yeah. So little heritage crafts kits they were. So yeah, this needle minder, where'd you get it from? Zoe's gifting her. And everything she's working on is included in the kit, so the fabric and all the threads.
And I have changed the hoop now because of that silly mistake, and I'm taking it off every time because I'm not risking that again.
No.
Stain.
I told you need to take your hoop off if you're not working on it.
So hopefully you'll pretty much see this way more often, to be honest.
Oh.
Hopefully. But yeah, all the colours look the same because they're all yellows, but in the end you'll be able to see like the shading of it and stuff.
I was watching Erica, I think it's Erica, who is Stitchery pieces on Flosstube. If you are not a viewer of hers, go over and look. She's also a bag maker as well, so she's got some really nice project bags and stuff over there, as well as other things. But she was doing part 1 of her mid-year whip parade, and Crackers About Cheese was on there, so that's quite nice.
Oh, was it? How far has she got?
Crackers About Cheese. She's got one of the mice in, so
Oh,
she's
yeah.
done a little bit of the cheese block, and then she got bored of the yellow, so she's gone up to one of the mice, so she's done one of the...
I'm excited to get my
so that was
mice
nice.
done, but they look like a lot of confetti.
I think it's just lots of bright. Yeah, I think that's what Erica was saying. She doesn't really like a lot of browns and yellows, so she's struggling a little bit. But it does look nice. It does look nice. It is cute.
It is.
So yeah,
I got that from the Nimble Thimble actually. Not sure.
You did.
The first time we ever went there, it was.
Yeah, we keep saying this, but we are due to go back.
Yeah, we definitely are.
We are due. We are due a Nimble Thimble trip.
If I see the Shire horse, I might have to get it.
I'm not sure how many Bothy threads kits she does anymore though. Anyway, my so my second whip that I worked on is this one. So it's from the Witchy Stitcher, and it is strange and unusual. I bought this last year. I was doing Spooky September, and I'm not sure. I think it might have been the start of October. There was a stitch along, which I have in my description box on all of them, and I think it was Witchy for Stitchy, Stitchy for Witchy, Sal. But basically she, it was to show our support and appreciation when she's going through a really tough time with her cancer treatment and things, and so that's why I did this one along with a lot of other people who started different Witchy Stitcher projects. So this is where I am up to.
You started 2 actually, didn't you?
I did start 2 because I can't help myself, can I?
No.
I mean, I did start 25 Halloween projects in September, so...
One has to have a body.
Yeah, and I did purchase another one after that because I purchased the book, which I haven't started yet, from Hocus Pocus. So I purchased that one.
Because we were obsessed with Hocus Pocus last year.
I still am obsessed with Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
I've got another Hocus Pocus chart, which is from Good Morning Maui.
I've got a Hocus Pocus.
So I'm going to be starting that one as well. So this is where I am. So this time I only put in 297 stitches on this one, so I think I finished the G and the E, the and then I've come down and done the A and the L. So this is being stitched on a 14 count Ada from Megan at Coffee Craft Fabrics. None of her fabrics are named, so it's just an unknown one, and it is being done with CXC. So DMC 310, and yeah, that is that one. I have no idea why I've got this needle minder on it. It is
Piggy.
Obviously it was when I had a reduced thing of needle minders, because I no longer have a reduced
but might not.
But hey ho,
can stay on.
a little piggy.
He needs a little like hat, like a witch hat.
Right.
Then that'll be more Halloween.
Well, I can't just make one of those. So yeah, that is Strange and Unusual, and that is by the Witchy Stitcher. Like I said, the stitch along details, which I'm sure are still going on, are in the description box below, as in every month. So that's that one.
Okay, so should I do my last whip?
Yeah.
So this is the bag that Maggie gifted me.
So this is the one, Maggie, she'd like to know more details on, so we can
I really want to know where it's from. Cause
give some love to the bag maker as well.
Yeah. I wonder if it's from America though, because otherwise.
Well, it will be, but we do have American viewers, so
yeah. Oh, and it also came with one of these. I can't remember what they're called now. What are they called?
Thought catchers.
Yeah.
Thread beds, I think they are actually. Either or. Thread
yeah,
beds.
and it's got a rip it on it, but it's also got fudge. Look. He's like squashing fudge.
If you are new to us, Rip It and Fudge are these two behind. So Lauren made them in a sewing class that she
I don't do it anymore actually though.
No, you don't do it anymore. You decided not to. But she made the frog and she made the snail, and so frog had to be called Rip It, and so.
Yeah. And the snail's fudge, obviously.
Has to be called Fudge. So if you are new, that's what we talk about.
Though, because my needle minders Rip It.
So, and then one of our lovely kind viewers made Lauren Rip It and Fudge. So we use it now to hold our projects on. So, and yet she got a Rip It needle minder when we were at the retreat in Rotherham back in May.
But yeah, so
she's got a little birthday hat on. So this one was from Stitchy Ferret.
Yeah, I was looking for a fudge one, but I haven't been able to find a fudge needle minder. So anyways, this looks different to Mum's because I'm doing mine in DMC variegated. There is one more thread, but it's in your retreat thing.
Yes, it is. I'm borrowing it.
Yeah. So this is the Christmas red one that I'm using for the jam jar. Well, I was using.
So this is the Mouse's strawberry jam, which I showed you before.
Yeah, I do.
So it will look like that eventually. Obviously, mine is not the called for. It's the alternative colours, but I've used all DMCs. Maggie used all of the fancy flosses, which are Weeks dye works, and Lauren is using a combination, but she decided to find her own variegated DMCs and try those out. So that is what that is.
It's looking really cool at the moment though. So you did the back stitch for me, didn't you? Because I'm having a bit of a
She's having a bit of a back
spot.
stitch block, I think. So. But this is, what is this on? A grey?
Yeah, I think it's grey rustico. I'm not sure though.
Oh, it looks grey there, but it's actually more of a rustico. When you said rustico, I thought that's not rustico. It doesn't look grey at all. It's looking really grey on here. It's actually
beige.
It is actually a rustico.
Yeah. So there we go.
So that's
a little bit of progress is still enough, really.
A little bit of progress.
Yeah, I'm trailing behind, but
you're not trailing behind. There was no end date to it.
No, but I need to get it done a bit more quicker because it's not doing too much.
Because she's got loads of them that she needs to do.
Yeah, I know.
I'm in the process at the minute of kitting up her beach one.
For yourself.
Yeah, for me. So
but
I might be starting that one very soon.
The next one I'm going to do is the Christmas one after the jam because I don't want two on the go and then forget about one of them.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. So that's all my whips. That's
all yours. So my last one I worked on was the Arctic Animal. Sal has dropped the second part of the Sal.
This is my favourite part out of the two.
So the first part, which you saw last time I finished the first part, was the Arctic Fox and the Vole. The second part that dropped is the Walrus. So I really love that. He's got a super cute little smile on his face.
He sat on a rock.
Yeah. So I did worked on this last night a little bit. I actually really enjoyed it, so I managed to put in 313 stitches before. I could have carried on, but we then decided we were working a little bit on our exchange pieces, so I needed to get some of that done.
I was Googling last night what animals in the Arctic, because I really wanted polar bear and penguins to be on there. Like, I really want a penguin
Lauren
scene.
is watching and waiting and seeing what's coming out because
I really
she's
want,
decided
like,
she's going to pick and choose little bits to make little pillows.
I'm already doing the walrus at some point.
So this is where I got up to. So this is the body. So where these are is where these tusks are going to be. And obviously the head will be here. So I've done quite a bit on that bit. So yeah, I'm enjoying that one. So this is being worked on 14 count Ada, which is another Coffee Craft Fabrics unnamed one. And this is using all the DMC alternatives, so I'm not using any of the fancy flossers in mine. But I really love how this one is turning out. Really enjoying it. So I'm glad I do. I'm hoping to keep up with this one because this is a monthly sale. So far I am keeping up with it and I'm really enjoying it. So
yeah, I like both the parts so far.
Yeah, I was debating about doing Caterpillar cross stitch. I've got a new Halloween stitch along, mystery stitch along coming out. I think it's open, the pre-orders are open now for it, which looks like it is a Halloween sort of street shop.
Like a poison shop already, I think.
Yeah, and I'm really debating on that one.
Yeah, but you don't want to, like,
go on, say it, Mum.
with that one.
So Lauren is the sense of reason for me. She says all the time, she tries to pull me back. You won't keep up with that one if you do another stitch
But
along.
I don't even know why I bothered, to be honest, because you just go and buy
I'll do what I want when I want anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is all of our whips and our stitching. So yeah, we've got some haul and things like that, but that is all of our stitching that we've got to show you. So we are going to move on to haul, and now I do have some stitchy kindness. This stitchy kindness that I have, hold on, everything's going to fall now.
Yeah. Oh.
Everything's still going to fall.
Is it going to slide? Stay.
Okay, I think we're all right. Okay, so I have some stitchy kindness. So while I've been at work, a couple of days last week, I came home and Lauren, I'm not sure whether she was bored or what, but she was being very sweet.
Well, I just had this idea because something different.
So she's been very sweet, and she's got some of my frames that I have. I just pick and grab some frames of different sizes sometimes when I'm out and about. And then she grabbed some frames, some of the charms that we have around the house, and she's glued them on and made me some little frames that I can use. So this is the first one that she did for me. So this is all stitchy, crafty related things. So these frames I think are from
the range.
Home. I think these ones are from Home Bargains. These
are
they? Yeah. So.
And I literally just stuck them on with glue.
Yeah, so she just stuck them all around the border. So I've got nothing currently figured out to go in them, but it's a very sweet thought. And then she did this one for me, which is a slightly bigger one. Again, this one is from Home Bargains, but this one is like got bees on it.
Yeah, because I thought now that it's summertime,
there is plenty of bee themed charts around.
And
everywhere.
Also, like, that's just stuck on the ribbon.
And then, she did that ribbon for me. So I've got 2 decorated frames now. I just got to get some projects in mind. So she's not helping me, is she, guys? She says I can't start new things, but then she's given me 2 things that I need to fill with start. Make that make sense, Lauren?
Got to encourage you to do stuff in that now.
Okay, right.
Not massive stuff though. That's the thing. It was only be small, so it won't take you that long.
But yeah, so that was very sweet. So that's my stitchy kindness from my littlie.
Yeah.
And then I have been and purchased other things. So my haul this time. So I have been watching people's progress on different Quakers from Vivsters. So they have been, Tana's been doing the Quaker Rainbow one, which she's now finished. And I don't think I'm really a Quaker person, to be honest, and I don't know why this has been calling to me, this pattern, but I have kept looking at it and going away and looking at it and going away, thinking I don't do Quakers, but I just decided that I wanted it, so I've got it. So I've chosen this one. So this is the Quaker Tiles UK Union Jack flag, and it is from Vivsters. So I have the chart. It's also Pattern Keeper compatible. Note, I will be double checking and triple checking that the centre point of my fabric is the centre point, which I have already double checked, and it is right in the middle. So this I need to get some white fabric for, because the recommended is in white, antique white or cream, because the white is sort of an off-white silvery sort of colour, so it will show up on it. So I've got to get that fabric because it's going to be quite a size. The stitch size is 410 stitches wide by 210 stitches high. So it's, for me, is going to be quite a big project to work on, but I'm really excited to get started on that. I just do need to get my fabric. But going on from that, I then went and spoke to Rachel, who is Talking Dog Stitcher on Instagram and Flosstube, and she's also got, and her shop is now live, which is the Talking Dog Stitchery. So she has her website. She's also got an Etsy shop as well, but her website is up. She is now an online needlework store, and I believe it opened, was it Thursday night, I think, and it went absolutely mad, I think, from what I can make out.
Some things are already sold out.
Things were being sold out all the time, but go and have a look. There's some lovely patterns and things over there. But I spoke to Rachel before the shop opened, as I wanted to get my threads in. She does CXC threads as well, so I wanted to get my threads from her to so I had all of them to complete this. So I have the, it will be in 817 is the red colour, 930 is the blue, and then the, what looks like a white, is 762. So it's more like got a off-white silvery sort of look to it, so it should show up, and it's also surrounded by the blues and the reds anyway. So that's what I got from Rachel. That's my second part of my haul. Like I said, I just need to go get my fabric, and then I will be starting that one. So you might see a new start on that in the next two, well, you will see a new start on that in the next 2 weeks. Okay, do you want to show these ones? Yeah. I then went and got, well, I purchased it before, I think, our last Flosstube, but they didn't come in until afterwards. So
as usual,
Stitchy Ferret was having a bit of a sale.
Yeah.
So
I love her little logo. It's really cute.
It is cute. So I purchased us some fabric and a couple of needle minders. So
this is called Olive Tree, and it's 14 count, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and it is.
That looks really cool. And it is actually showing today. Finally.
12 by 18 inches. That one is.
Yeah, it's showing today.
So I thought that's something different. Halloweeny speaks to me.
Really cool. Definitely Halloween on that.
It goes in it. So yeah, I got that one.
Then you've got, I don't know how to pronounce this one.
Galactica. So again, this is a piece of 12 by 18 inch.
And when you got this, you said this
count.
would have looked really good at the Arctic animals.
It would, but I'm not sure if it was the right.
If it was too dark, maybe.
But yeah, I'm loving that one as well.
That one's
not
really
sure
cool.
what I'm going to put on that, to be fair.
The aquarium style would look really good on that. If that would fit.
She just told me I can't start anything else.
I know, but I had it.
Or the caterpillar cross stitch might look quite nice.
No, you're not having that one.
I don't know what the colours are on that, but...
Then you can show your one.
Okay, so then I purchased 2 needle minders, so I thought
this one's so
something different, but I got one for her without Lauren knowing, and I knew that it was perfect for her. So mine, I got this one, Stitch as Good as Stitch, Stitch, Stitch. So I got that one for me. And then this one I purchased for Lauren, because this is Lauren all over.
It says, I really like cross stitching and maybe 3 people.
Yeah, she's not a social butterfly, are you, my darling?
I prefer animals.
So I picked that one up because I thought, yeah, those 3 people are really lucky as well if they get any of her attention. The fact she goes to retreats and speaks to a lot of people is quite a big...
And I do like the people at the retreats, actually, and the people on Flosstube.
So you're all very, very honoured.
Yeah, you should feel honoured.
So, yeah, that is our... Oh, no, it's not our haul. Hold on.
You've got more.
I have got more.
Talk,
please, Lauren. Talk, please, Lauren.
You put me on the spot.
Talk to the people.
Put me on the spot. Right, she's back.
Okay, she didn't talk to you.
No, I don't know what to say.
Okay, so as if you guys know from last time, I have purchased the Peter Rabbit magazine subscription. So it is...
You're missing one though, aren't you?
No, basically I'm behind on it anyway, but I've got 1, 2 and 3. And then they have sent me 7, 8, 9 and 10. So I'm missing 4, 5 and 6. But I think there is some backlog on them and they will be sent when they are ready from what I've heard. So this time they sent me through... Sorry about the noise, but I haven't taken them out of the packaging yet. So I've got 7, which is got some more threads in it. And some more designs. And then I've got 8... Again, just some more. So we're all working towards this spring sample. So I think at the moment people are either on this one or this one. So Peter Rabbit's come out and it's gone down this way. Oh no, it hasn't. This way. Sorry, this way. And down towards this way. I've literally got a tiny bit of Peter Rabbit done, but I'm not really keeping up with it as I stitch along. I'm just purchasing all the things so I can work on it as and when I want to. So there was 8, there's also 9, so some more those pinks and purple threads. And so that is completing the mouse. So the mouse in the middle. So issue 9 is completed that. And then issue 10 starts the 2 squirrels. So where are the squirrels?
Oh, there, under the umbrella.
Oh, under the umbrella, yeah. So that's where they are. So that's number 10. And then I've also, what came with it was the first binder to go. So everything will be put in the binder. So the next time I'll show you a few of the things because it'll all be out of the packaging. The threads will be put away and I will be able to show you some of the things. So that it comes with different dividers for the different sections that are in there. So it's your Peter Rabbit sampler, so it's all of the things for there. And then the next section is Get Creative. So there's a section on getting creative. Then there's one about the history of Beatrix Potter, which I love historical things anyway. And then there's like a masterclass on how to do different things. So all of my magazines will be put into this binder, and this is what the 4 are going to be. So they're working on the spring one. They always got the summer, autumn and winter samples. So it's not going to be something that I do anytime soon. But I don't normally join in with stuff like this. They did a Disney one, which I didn't really join. I think I got the first couple that were in the news agents, but I did enough to make. I've made a Tigger pillow, which was on there, but I didn't really go any further with that one. I seem to be drawn with this Peter Rabbit one, so Beatrix Potter. So
something different.
I'm doing something for me. Well, I'm doing a lot for me apparently, but so yeah, that is all our haul. So I'm going to move on to plans now. So my plans for this time. So last time our last Flosstube, my plans were to start the June calendar, Sal, which I did. Fully finish some things, which I did. The Arctic Animals clue number 2 was out. I wasn't sure if I was going to start it, but I have. So tick on that one. And try and finish on the beach. I finished it. So I'm starting to think that if I do a few plans, I'm starting to do them and make sure that I do it. So I've started a little plan section of my own. So my plans this time are to finish the June calendar, Sal. And finish clue 2 of the Arctic Animals, Sal, as well. I'm going to start my Quaker flag. I just need to get my fabric, which I can get that. And then I have a couple of things that I'm thinking of starting on a regular weekly basis. So obviously, if you listen to our last Flosstube, Danielle, who is the Cardiff Stitcher, is starting I don't think it's a stitch along necessarily, because as far as I'm aware, she's not opening up like an Instagram hashtag or anything. I've not heard anything more about that, to be honest. But what I do know is that from I think it's the 3rd of July, but let me just go back. Yeah, from the 3rd of July, which is a Wednesday, she is starting doing Winnie the Pooh Wednesday. So stitching on anything Winnie the Pooh related on a Wednesday. I'm assuming to get something done or to just make her work on something. Well, as you know, Winnie the Pooh is one of my big things, so I will be jumping on that. Like I said, I am not sure. I've got no more details really on that. I don't think Danielle has done a recent Flosstube discussing that idea. She is on Instagram, and that's where she talked about it on there. But I don't think there is an actual hashtag. However, one of our viewers reached out to me and said that she is ready. She's kitted up. She's got a Winnie the Pooh ready to go, but she's not on Instagram. So I've just said I would really like to see progress on what she's working on anyway. So she can email me at our Gmail account down below, because I do still want to see what progress is being made on people. So if anybody wants to show me that, or the next time we come to you in 2 weeks will be just before it starts, I will try and reach out to Danielle and see if she has any plans to start a hashtag, or if it's just something that she's working on a Wednesday and anybody can do that. So anyway, going on from there, that is what I'll be doing. Starting the 3rd of July, I will be working on Winnie the Pooh Wednesday going forward. Now, I have some things that I want some help with, guys, because I have currently one Winnie the Pooh whip I'm working on, which is this one that I started, and I've not got a lot of progress on it. So this is Pooh Sticks. So it's from the Winnie the Pooh collection. I don't have a lot of progress on it because I've only worked on it 1 or 2 days. But this came as a kit, and so this is literally where I am up to. So So I've hardly got any progress on this one at all. But I don't know whether I want to work on that. I think my Winnie the Pooh Wednesday is not going to be just working on one thing. This is the problem. I think I'm just going to work on any Winnie the Pooh thing. So that's the only whip that I have. However,
didn't Rachel say that she's going to join
Rachel is going to join in because she has her oldest whip is a Winnie the Pooh watercolour one, I believe. So she wants to do that. I do have some kits or charts that I've got that I'm thinking of starting.
There's a lot here.
So my question to you guys is, do I start on the 3rd of July, Winnie the Pooh Wednesday, with my Pooh sticks? Or do I start a new one? Now, I've got this one, which is a small one, which was given to me by a viewer, kindly. She gave me 2. I've done one of them, which has not been fully finished yet, but I have done one of them. So I might start this one.
Yeah, I think you could do that pretty quickly because the other one you did pretty
Yeah, it is quite quick. So I might start that one. So I've got that option. Or I'm going bigger. I've had this one quite a while. So I've got this one, which is Pooh's verse. So it says, "Isn't it funny how a bear likes honey? Buzz, buzz, buzz. I wonder why he does." So I've got that one, which is a kit, which I could start that one. Or I have this one, which is, again, a kit that I purchased. So this is the Winnie the Pooh calendar from Designer Stitches. So I might start that one. Or I've got this one, which was given to us in some Stitchy kindness, which is a calendar back from 2006, but it has 4 different designs in it.
Yeah, I love that one.
And I really like these, so I'm not sure whether to start one of these.
But if you do this one, then it's all of them involved. The other ones are just Winnie the Pooh, aren't they?
Yeah. So I'm not sure. I'd probably start the summer one, which is just Winnie the Pooh. But then go on from there. So I'm not sure, guys. What do you think? Do you think on the 3rd of July, you know as well as I do, this is going to be a long-term thing for me?
Where are the patterns for these?
At the back. So I will probably be starting and working on all of them. But do I start on the 3rd of July with my Pooh Sticks whip, or do I start with a new start? If you're saying a new start, which one do you think I should work on? So that is my challenge to you guys this week. Help me out with that, and I will then have more information, because I think in 2 weeks time when we come back is the beginning, so it might be the 1st of July or something, so I'll be able to tell you exactly what I'm going to be starting on that 3rd of July. So that is what I'm still on plans here, by the way. So I'm going to be working on Winnie the Pooh Wednesday. Then I started thinking, I've seen some other Flosstubers who have worked on things. So Janet Jabber used to, she's changed now, but she used to do something like a Mill Hill Monday, Wicked Wednesday, I think it was, and a Festive Friday. And I quite like that idea, although I didn't have a lot of Mill Hill things to do at the time, so that wouldn't have worked for me. She's changed it out a bit now, I think. I think her Fridays are for the Grands Fridays, I think grandkids. So. And other people do things like that. And I started thinking I've got quite a few Halloween projects and quite a few Christmas projects as well. I'm not touching an awful lot unless it's in like October or Christmas in July or anything like that. And I want to try and work on them a little bit more. So my thought is, if I go on that process, I'm thinking I'm going to have a terrifying Tuesday and a festive Friday. So on Tuesdays, I'm going to work on my Halloween projects. So each week, probably, unless I'm close to a finish, I will just pick a Halloween project in my rotation, in my box, just go through each one and just work on that one.
Then on Wednesdays, you've got
Wednesdays, I've got Winnie the Pooh Wednesday. And then Fridays, I am going to make it a festive Friday. So I'm going to work on my Christmas projects. So then on Monday, Thursday, Saturday and Sunday, not that I always work on my projects every day, but I do try to, unless we're ill or something happens. I like to. It doesn't happen all the time.
Or we're doing something.
But this might make me at least 3 days of the week work on something every week. So yeah, so Friday's going to be, so Monday, Thursday, Saturday and Sunday I'll then just work on my normal projects that are not related to those ones. So that is my plans for that. So that's what I think I'm going to start doing. I might start those Terrifying Tuesday and Festive Friday this week. So start getting that before I pull in the Winnie the Pooh Wednesday. My other plan is starting Christmas in July. So I'm not doing a big Christmas in July thing, and I'm probably not going to work on all of my Christmas whips. But my plan is to start Kringles, which is by Little House Needleworks. So I got this for Christmas as a present, and my plan even then was to start it on a Christmas in July. I can't believe we're already here and I'm talking about this and it doesn't seem 5 minutes ago since it was Christmas and I got this. But I am going to start this. So over the next 2 weeks I'm going to be kitting this up and I will be working on this throughout July. I'm not sure whether it'll just be in that Festive Friday or whether I'll make it more of a focus piece, or maybe Friday, Saturday, Sunday through July. I'm not quite sure what my plans are going to be on that yet, but I do want to start this and get some progress on it. So they are charted with DMC, Classic Colourworks as well, but the Classic Colourworks do have DMC alternatives, and that is probably what I'm going to use. I don't tend to use a lot of fancy flosses, to be honest, just to keep costs down, especially as there's 2 of us stitching. So, well, Lauren won't be stitching this, but in general there's 2 of us stitching, so I don't tend to use a lot of fancy flosses. So I will be using the DMCs, probably in CXCs. So I will be getting this kitted up. The fabric they've used is 30 count Parisian grey.
Excuse my belly rumbling by that.
I won't be using a 30 count, as you well know, so it's probably going to be on a 14 count Ada, so I will get some sort of light grey, something like that maybe, or maybe a very light sort of tea. I'm not sure yet, but so that is my plan. So when we come back in the next 2 weeks, I should have this kitted up ready to go. And I should have, along with you and your help, a plan on my Wednesday, Winnie the Pooh Wednesday, what I'm going to work on. And yeah, that is my plans. Do you have any plans, Lauren?
I have 2.
Okay, go on then, talk, because I've talked for ages.
Number 1 is finish my June calendar sale. And number 2 is finish my exchange one, but you won't be able to see that, so...
Okay.
That's my plans.
Yeah.
I'm not making any more plans because my plans don't go very well. But stitch what I want when I want, really.
Okay. Cool, they're 2 good plans to make anyway. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is our Flosstuber. So what are we calling him? Flosstubers of Flosstube? What did you call it?
Flosstube today? I don't know what I called it.
But we're do a little thing where a new Flosstuber that we've come across, we're just shouting them out and giving them a bit of support. So the one we've chosen this time, well, Lauren chose this one that she wanted to talk about.
I'm really enjoying her Flosstubes.
So this is Ashley, the Distracted Stitcher. She is currently on her 3rd Flosstube, the first one being a bit of a whip parade. She currently has 944 subscribers last time I checked, so it would be good to get her over that 1,000 mark. She is a UK Flosstuber, so she lives in Scotland. She has been stitching, she says, since she was on and off since she was about 5, but as most of us did, picked it back up again at the start of the COVID pandemic. And she was looking for kits, and then just ended up down a rabbit hole, I think. But that rabbit hole took her to a love of and a preference for full coverage patterns and fancy ladies. So
yeah, she's
she
a
does
collector, I think, isn't she?
Yeah, I think she does do some other things, but her majority of things are full coverages and fancy ladies. So if you're a full coverage fancy lady type of person, she is your girl. She does flit all over the place because, as her name says, she gets distracted easily. But she has some beautiful projects. I'm not really a full coverage or fancy lady type of person. I do like them, I just don't stitch them. But I can appreciate her projects, and they are beautiful projects. So go over, give her a watch, give her some love, subscribe, try and get her over that threshold.
Yeah.
So, yep, that is our Flosstuber, Ashley the Distracted Stitcher. We will have a link to her Flosstube in the description box below. So that is all of our stitchy related stuff. If that is all you are here for, we have a little bit of life update, not massive. Lauren, we've already talked about Lauren's arm, so but if you're really not interested in any life update from us, that is absolutely fine. We hope you have a fantastic 2 weeks. Enjoy your stitching, and we will be back at the beginning of July.
Hopefully.
We will be back. I have plans to talk about. We will be back at the beginning of July. Well, maybe I should say unless anything goes on, because...
Yeah, hopefully not.
But...
Oh, by the time we're back, I might... No, actually, because I'm having my cast taken off on the 3rd of July. So that'll be Winnie the Pooh Wednesday.
Yeah.
That will be
4th of July it is, because... Yes,
yeah, it's
which is Independence Day. So Lauren was like, oh, that's the day I get my independence back.
Not that us UKs celebrate that, I don't think.
No, we don't, because it's an American.
But still, it's like, how...
So while everybody over in America is celebrating Independence Day, 4th of July...
I'll be getting...
Lauren will be celebrating with you, but for a very different independence reason.
Yeah.
So
that's a positive. 2 weeks to go.
So anybody who's not interested in life update, like I said, we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Thank you for being here this long. If you are new, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. It really does help us, and we do appreciate it. And also give us a comment, because we love reading them all, and I do try. Sometimes I'm a bit late with answering them, but I do try and answer them. Just depends on what life is throwing at us. We definitely, we do read. So, and for everybody else who's sticking along for a little bit, we've got a little bit of life update. So, yeah, obviously we touched on and spoke about Lauren's arm. So, yeah, on the 4th of July, that will be coming off with me. Hooray. I'll be going at her with a pair of scissors and taking that off. She will have
the purple
another
bit you can unwrap anyway.
Yeah, it's like a sticky thing, so I'll just be able to unwrap, and then it should, technically I won't need scissors as long as this comes off easily. It should just fall apart. That is the plan.
It's going to be a bit smelly.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to get it wet, but yesterday I did accidentally get it wet because I spilled a drink.
Wasn't proper wet though.
No, and it wasn't.
She made me laugh last week because she goes dog walking, as you know, with my dad, with a German Shepherd, and I've been giving her carrier bags to go out with if she goes out.
It shouldn't be raining in June.
It shouldn't, but I have been giving her carrier bags to go out with, so if it starts spitting or anything, she can just stick the carrier bag over her arm.
Yeah.
And she's sorted. Well, apparently she was out walking with my dad with this dog, and it started raining, and she couldn't get the bag out of her bag quick enough.
No, because my granddad wasn't helping me because the dog was being a pain that day because she saw another dog. So she wanted to go and play. So that was annoying. Lauren
spotted a bus shelter.
Yeah.
And her description is she ran faster than Mo Farah, apparently, to get to the out of the rain. Now, if anybody, I mean, you're not going to know her, but I know her. Lauren doesn't do running.
No, that purely because of the fact I have asthma. That's mostly...
No, it's not. You just don't do running. No, I don't do running because I don't like running. Don't use asthma as an excuse.
It is. It is the reason why, actually.
So if you didn't have asthma, you'd be out running every day.
No, but I'd be able to. I'd be able to. I'd be able to. 100%.
That right there is irrelevant. Anyway, she definitely does not run faster than Mo Farah. Well, in fact, you see Fudge here. Fudge could probably overtake her.
No. I ran so fast because I've been so paranoid of getting it wet because I'm not going back to the doctors.
Yeah, she's been told to the hospital. She's been told that if she does get it wet, because it could irritate her and cause skin irritations and rubs and stuff, she's got to go back because, like I said, the top part is soft, so it will just almost disintegrate and cause skin irritations.
But I did run really fast.
Note to all of you, Lauren is not a runner. She does not run faster than Mo Farah, but she managed to get to the bus shelter
if there was a bus coming around the corner, they'd probably pick me up. I don't want the bus, I just wanted shelter. The dog was probably thinking, what is she doing?
But you didn't really get it wet yesterday. You just dropped a bit of water on it from your cup. So apart from that, you're all doing good, aren't you? It's not the only thing is she's really not happy about is she can't go riding. That's really not. But we're still going every week, aren't we? So she's still helping getting the horses out of the fields and grooming. And
if people's been following the life update, we've been on about the babies that we have at the yard. They're like horses, by the way. But they're like...
They're two, aren't they?
Yeah, and we've been putting a lot of work into them, getting their feet done and stuff, and they had the farrier the other week. Yeah, it's
the first time they had the farrier, but we don't know how that went on because it depends. One time we go there, they can be really good. Other times they can be trying to kick out, and you have to be really, really cautious. So we're interested to see how they went with the farrier.
We're going on Wednesday anyway.
Yeah, so we're still going every week. Like I said, I'm still riding. And you are helping out and stuff as well, aren't you?
Hopefully I can sit on one soon.
But sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But there we go. Such is life. That's what happens.
But I'm still doing like my normal stuff that I used to do, apart from horse riding. So yeah. Yeah,
so that's life update. While she was... touched a little bit on the fact that I wasn't very well. I thought it was just I was at work on the Tuesday before this happened on the Wednesday, and I just started feeling quite unwell with a really nasty headache, but it took over the whole of my face, and I just felt really rough by the end of my work shift. I was nauseous. I was sitting down trying to let this wave of nausea go over me. And the headache was just horrific. I don't suffer with migraines but I'm assuming that that's what I was experiencing, the nausea. By the time I got home from work, I had to rush in the house. I really did think I was going to be ill, but I wasn't. But that took me out. I ended up in bed at 6:30 that night. I finished work at 6 o'clock. By 6:30 I was in bed. I didn't eat anything. I didn't drink anything. I was asleep. And so the Wednesday, I thought I'd just sleep it off. The Wednesday I woke up and I still felt rough, which is why I asked my dad to take
Yeah, but he's never taken me horse riding again. Because every single time he takes me, I fall off. But this time it was
But it's nothing to do with him. He's nowhere in the vicinity of
he was watching me. Actually, and then he was laughing at me, and I thought, it's not funny, it really hurts. Everyone was laughing.
So yeah, I don't know what it was, but the nausea was sort of starting to fade during that morning, enough that I could eat something. So I was doing that. Then I got this phone call, and then I thought, I really can't sit at A&E with this type of migraine. I can't even drive. I feel really rough. So we were waiting for the rest of the afternoon, weren't we? I gave her some painkillers. We put it up in a sling, so she took the pressure off.
Getting my base layer off was a struggle, because obviously I still had all my riding clothes on, and they're pretty tight to your skin.
Yeah.
So that was a bit of a struggle.
And then we put some cool pack on it, and
which helped the swelling.
So I was sort of sat there thinking, do I take her? Don't I take her? Do I take her? Don't I take her? I was starting to feel a little bit better. The headache was starting to ease slightly, as in it wasn't all over my face. It was tending to be just over my forehead. So I decided to go. So that's why we went. And during the course of the rest of the day, Probably took the rest of the week before I probably felt better, but I went back into work. I took Wednesday off and went back into work on Thursday. Now, I don't know if there is some sort of bug going around, because a lot of people seem to be saying the same thing. I thought I'd just come down with a really horrific migraine type of thing.
Yeah, my auntie had that, didn't she? She was actually sick.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether I just got that, or whether I actually had some sort of, because there seems to be a lot of things going around at the moment. So yeah, I don't know, but I felt rough. I consider myself to be quite resilient, and I will go to work through anything, but I did feel quite rough. So yes, that wasn't fun. And then obviously Lauren wasn't
We've had a
good.
bad couple weeks, to be honest.
But we did go so just Saturday, Sunday, just gone last weekend, we went for a family barbecue, didn't we?
That was fun.
So my uncle, who is in Bristol, and I've got cousins, so it's my mum's sister who passed away last year. It's her family, and we do try and keep in contact at least once a year. My uncle comes down here all the time. In fact, he's here this weekend, today.
Yeah, he's coming.
So we left yesterday. He's coming to Shrewsbury today, because my mum and dad go to a country. It's called a country club, but it's basically a little club that has country singers. Not big stars or anything, but they come down and do singing stuff. So it's a little group. So he's down for a couple of days here.
He's going on Wednesday, isn't he?
Yeah, but we went there and we had a barbecue. It was raining. And then on and off on Saturday, to be fair, it was raining there.
Yeah,
but
then Sunday it was really nice. And we were like, oh, it was a shame.
But we did, we did. It's just quite windy as well. The wind got up.
And he has swinging egg chairs, I think they're called, and they're really fun.
Yeah.
And they're really comfy, so we were sat on them.
So yeah, that's what we did this weekend. We went on the barbecue, so we came back yesterday.
Then we slept in his RV, didn't we?
Yeah, he's got an older but a big American RV on his driveway, so that's where we sort of stay overnight. So yeah, that's pretty much all we've been doing. Not much.
It's a long video, this is.
Yeah, but people seem to like our long videos, apparently. I mean, who wouldn't want to spend over an hour with me and you?
I prefer longer videos anyway, because I prefer stitching, when watching people, because then you get more done, don't you?
Yeah, we do stitch much a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's it then. So, yeah, if any of you guys are wanting to join in and stitch on a Wednesday, Winnie the Pooh Wednesday, I think Arlene, I haven't answered you yet, Arlene, because I didn't see it until yesterday on our last Flosstube video. She just got back from holiday, so she's catching up, I think. But the last thing I saw was that she might be joining in on Winnie the Pooh Wednesday.
I'm not joining in though, because I'm not the biggest fan of Winnie the Pooh. I like it, but not enough.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
Yeah, I've got everything else to do.
You have. We've got different interests, and that's fine.
Yeah.
So if anybody else wants to, let me know. Like I said, I'll see if I can find out from Danielle whether she's planning on a hashtag or it's just a stitch on a Winnie the Pooh on a Wednesday. But I would still like to see our viewers' progress if you are doing it, because I do like to see. And also, as you know, it might enable me.
Yeah.
So there is that.
That
also,
word is your favourite word, isn't it? That's your
enable.
favourite word.
Also, yeah, I think that's it. But
yeah, I've got. I still had another whip to show.
Have you?
Yeah, that was by accident. I'll show it next time.
What is it?
Spring by AZ.
Oh, show it now.
Well,
show it now.
People might have left.
Show it now. It's fine.
People
really have left. You can show it next time.
Well, I'll probably be working on it anyway.
Lauren's got another whip, apparently.
Yeah, I didn't realise that until I was like, what's that? Anyways, so Spring Season Squared by azfamilyzoo I worked on. That's what it looks like when it's done. And yeah, did a little bit on this. Can't really remember how much I did. Oh. So I've nearly finished the word spring. Next time you'll see it anyway, because I'm going to try and get the G
Try
down.
and work on it.
Yeah, so if you have left by now, then you still be able to see it.
Well, if they have left by now, they won't know that you've...
You won't even know what I'm talking about. But never mind. So, sorry, Alison. I don't forget about your projects. It's just having a bit of a stinker today. That's it now, I swear. I promise. That's it.
Are you 100%
Yeah.
certain? Okay. Right, we are going to head off. Let you go and watch some more Flosstubers. We will see you in 2 weeks' time. Like and subscribe to our channel. Go watch Ashley the Distracted Stitcher and Erica Stitchy Reese Pieces. Go and have a look at their videos.
And everyone else's.
Well, yeah, everybody, but also go check Arlene's massive whip parades out because, you know, who doesn't love a whip parade? I'm loving the fact that people are coming in with mid-year whip parades. So,
yeah.
Do people do mid-year whip parades and end-of-year whip parades? Or is it just one or the other? Because my whip parade end of year was pretty horrendous, so...
We split ours, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. But anyway, we are going to go. It was lovely to catch up with you all. Yeah. Thank you for coming and spending some time with us. We will see you in a couple of weeks' time. Let us know if you're going to the Big Stitch event as well, and whether you're going on 1 or 2 days, because we will love to see you there. And we will see you in a couple of weeks' time. Take care. Happy stitching, everyone. Bye.